When you think about the fighters who are fighting now, can you give me your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 when it comes to the lightweight? The lightweight, who you would put where?
Well, you got guys fighting between 130, 135, and 140. They stack, around that area. So, I mean, as of right now,
skills that pay the bills.
Well, the two guys, well, the biggest puncher, I feel, at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis.
Mm-hmm.
But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevens.
Gervonta Tank Davis opened up about his relationship with Floyd Mayweather, sharing his thoughts on how people can offer opportunities, often for their own gain. He explained that once you're no longer useful to them, they push you aside. Tank admitted that he once looked up to certain individuals, but when he got close, he realized they weren't who they claimed to be, leaving him disappointed. Choosing to forge his own path, Davis decided to do things on his own terms. He'd also mentioned being placed in a lose-lose situation by Mayweather, but still managed to come out on top.
Because I was already I grabbed him trying to get on him, so he put me in a shot.
Was you hurt though? Was you like?
Hell no. I jumped on him. You know what I mean? I jumped on him. He was grabbing me from there. We ain't want no smoke from there.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people online,
Matter of fact, take that back. I wound up catching his ass. That's when they start grabbing me.
Okay. Wait, is that what you showed him on the phone?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We got clips, but I don't want to make the fight.
Yeah, got you. All right, for sure. Listen, I mean, this one is definitely an interesting one because a lot of people, when you're great, you get criticism. Some people say, yo, this is the first time he fighting a black fighter in this style. What do you think like as far as, do you do anything different or it's the same shit, same walk in the park?
I mean, it depends on what's coming to me, you know what I mean? So.
Floyd Mayweather has expressed admiration for Shakur Stevenson, suggesting that Stevenson possesses more skill than Gervonta Tank Davis in the lightweight division at 135 Obs. This comparison has sparked debates within the boxing community, as both fighters have showcased exceptional talent and potential. While Mayweather's comments may have been aimed at motivating Davis, they have also introduced a sense of rivalry between the two young boxers, intensifying their competition.
Floyd outdoing him. He always been like that. I gotta focus on what I'm focusing on. He already did what he had to do, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Me, if I did what I like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way. You know what I mean? So I don't fault him for stand to himself and things like that. You know what I mean? But it's also a part of me type thing, like come back and help too. You know what I mean?
They were saying I was messing with the daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchat. Okay. She kept hitting me on Snapchat.
At a press conference, Gervonta Davis boldly calls out his former mentor, Floyd Mayweather, challenging him to a showdown. Tension mounts as Davis demands the highly anticipated blockbuster fight.
What came out still on top.
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just a little situation that he put me in to, make me lose. But he thought I was gonna lose. But.
You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 16-0. 16-0. And I was 21 at the time. And I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like $10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, So when they came back, it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You're like sitting on a shelf. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game.
Shane Mosley stated that Floyd Mayweather's time has passed, and it's now Gervonta Tank Davis' moment to shine. He emphasized that boxing evolves, and Tank has proven himself as the new face of the sport with his power, skill, and dominance in the ring.
Same thing maybe because, he's too close to Floyd. Floyd's like, no, I'm the best. No, now it's no longer Floyd's time. It's Tank's time now. He's the best. He's done well. He's popular. He's all this. You gotta take a step back a little bit. But with Floyd, I don't know if he knows how to do that. I already got people on Instagram saying, "Why you hate Floyd so much? Why you hate Floyd?" I don't hate Floyd. The whole family. I'm cool with the whole family. Well, I was cool with Roger, Jeff, his father, his mother, his sisters, all of them. Like we could hang out, everything. So it's like I'm not hating on Floyd. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep it a buck, 100 of how I really feel, but maybe it comes off that way sometimes. But no, I don't hate Floyd. I'm happy for Floyd. He's accomplished so much, and he believed in himself to accomplish all these different things, to be great, to dare to be great. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of him. I'm proud that the brother, went all the way to the top of the mountain and won. But now, Floyd, it's time for somebody else to win. You won.
Gervonta Tank Davis' decision to part ways with Mayweather Promotions was driven by his desire for control over his career. He expressed the need to manage his own responsibilities and priorities, emphasizing it was time to ride his own bike without training wheels. This move marked his transition from being a protege under Mayweather's guidance to becoming an independent figure in the boxing world.
Has the time come, gotta ask you this, has the time come for Tank Davis to take control of his own career and leave Mayweather Promotions?
They don't necessarily have to be leave Mayweather Promotions. It's about just becoming that man, handle your own responsibility, your own priority. So I feel as though it's my career, so I feel as though I need to be the one to control my career. You know what I mean? So, and it's time. You know what I mean? Everybody don't need to, have them training wheels on them forever. You know what I mean? It's time to, ride their own bike without training wheels.
So this is your last fight with Mayweather Promotions?
Yes, sir.
What do you think? I know Floyd had responded. He said, "I've always loved Tank. I look at him as a son. He's got to do what's best for him. I feel like I've done a good job with him thus far, building him, putting him in good fights, great fights. He's steady growing, he's steady learning, but I'm proud of him." What do you think of his response?
I feel as though the feelings is mutual. You know what I mean? It's nothing bad against. I have bad blood with Mayweather Promotion. I'm definitely appreciative that what they've done for me over the years. There's no love lost. You know what I mean? It's just time for me to grow up and be my own man.
There are a number of people who would say, I think that they've somewhat coddled him and protected him from bigger fights. What do you think about that?
I don't think so. Because it's like, who fighting each other? It ain't like I'm just the only one not fighting nobody. Y'all not fighting nobody either. It just they wanna rush into I don't know.
The relationship between Mayweather and Davis grew strained, with reports suggesting Mayweather's mentorship style was disrespectful and controlling. Davis felt undermined by Mayweather's actions, viewing them as power plays rather than genuine guidance. Boxing analyst Chittis the Adult shared his perspective on a hypothetical matchup between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis at 135 Obs. He'd argued that while Davis possesses immense skill, Mayweather's experience, resilience, and superior boxing IQ would give him the edge in such a contest. This analysis adds depth to the ongoing debate about how a fight between the mentor and his former student would play out.
New deal, 7-fight deal, which is music to the ears of many boxing fans. Get to see you in action for several more years. What type of names are we talking about on those 7 names?
Whoever you name, they could be in it.
If I name some fighters, can you say yes or no?
Yep.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yep.
Ryan Garcia.
Yep.
Devin Haney.
Yep.
Isaac Cruz.
Yeah, but there's 2 people I already beat already, but yeah.
Errol Spence.
Outside the ring.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. 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 September. No.
Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah.
Out of all of those guys, who do you think is the most difficult opponent for you?
Floyd Mayweather.
Gervonta Davis has consistently expressed confidence in his abilities, asserting that he can compete with and defeat anyone in the ring, including Floyd Mayweather. This self-assurance reflects his belief in his training, experience, and natural talent, establishing him as a formidable contender in boxing.
How would you fight Floyd in his prime? Like if you were to fight Floyd in his prime, if you guys were both in the...
Don't fight him. I won't fight him. I mean, Floyd was good. He was top tier. I mean, me, I feel as though I could compete with any top fighter. I'm not saying me going at Floyd, but I'm saying like I feel as though my skills. I feel like my skills, and not to take nothing from Floyd, but I feel like my skills can compete with anybody that ever laced up a boxing game.
You're crazy to watch, bro. Like,
yeah.
You hit like a fucking train.
While Floyd Mayweather is a legendary pound-for-pound champion, discussions about his age have emerged regarding potential matchups.
Question continues to get raised. What if Gervonta Tank Davis, 30 wins, no losses, no draws, 28 wins by way of knockout, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach, faced off against legendary, iconic, retired Hall of Fame superstar boxer, 5-division world champion, pound-for-pound former king, pay-per-view king, Floyd Mayweather Jr., who is also Gervonta Tank Davis's mentor. Floyd Mayweather retired 50 wins, no loss, no draw, 27 wins by way of knockout. But he's 47 years of age. But he is 5'8" with a 72-inch arm reach. Orthodox fighter who at times would give you looks at southpaw. Gervonta Tank Davis is a natural southpaw. What if 47-year-old Floyd Mayweather...
In 2015, former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson openly criticized Floyd Mayweather, labeling him delusional for claiming superiority over Muhammad Ali. Tyson disapproved, stating that Mayweather's self-assessment was misguided and showed a lack of respect for boxing legends. This critique emphasized the tension between Mayweather and other boxing greats who questioned his self-proclaimed status as the best ever. In response to the tension, Floyd Mayweather clarified that his goal was to advise all young fighters, not just Gervonta Davis. He emphasized his desire for all fighters to achieve financial success and career longevity, underscoring his commitment to helping others in the sport.
When I say certain things, they say, oh, he's hating. There's no different from when I talked about the thing with Gervonta, for instance. When I said that I need all fighters, I said I need all the young fighters that's making money in the sport of boxing. What I need you guys to do is do this. Whether it's Chrome Heart, Gucci, Louis, Mercedes, we need to take our money and invest in real estate so that we can live that same great life when our careers are over. So I guess that he took it as, I guess he's the only one that wears Chrome Heart. He's the only one that wears Gucci. He's the only one that wears Louis Vuitton. He's the only one that drives a Mercedes. And last time I checked, we got fighters all around the world that wear top flight clothes that make good money.
The situation escalated when Mayweather was seen coaching Frank Martin, a future opponent of Gervonta Davis. Mayweather shared strategies with Martin, which Davis saw as a direct betrayal of their mentor-protege relationship.
I remember you talking about doing the pad work with Floyd, right? And he said you got the speed and the power to be a world champ. What did that do for your confidence? Because you hearing that from, I mean, you can hear that from anybody, but Floyd is Floyd, you know what I'm saying? So what did that do for your confidence?
It was just motivation, you know, because at that time too, man, I wasn't even like IQ wise, you know. I ain't had that IQ that I got now, you know what I mean? So at that point, I was just really going off natural athleticism. So for him to tell me at that time, you know, I just got to getting deeper in my bag, trying to understand the game.
Did it make you go like that much harder, or were you already training hard to even be in the gym before you was already training hard?
Yeah, I always been like a workhorse, you know.
And anything you did?
I was like in the beginning, like wrestling and football, like it was kind of more like just I was gifted, you know what I mean? So I kind of used to half-ass that a little bit, you know? But boxing, you can't half-ass boxing. You gotta, if you do, you ain't gonna get to where you need to get to.
Yeah, the thing about boxing too is like, it's not like basketball where you got to depend on people. It's not like football. Like the work that you put in reflects directly with your results.
For sure.
So like even when we came in here and I see you dripping sweat and I see you on the pad, I'm like, he's putting in that work. Like people don't even know the amount of hours that y'all put into this.
It's all on you.
Yeah.
We ain't got no backup. We got a bad day, whatever. We ain't got nobody to come.
Feeling deeply hurt, Gervonta Davis publicly announced that he no longer wished to be associated with Floyd Mayweather. This emotional response highlighted the personal toll of their professional disagreements and emphasized Davis' determination to carve his own path, independent of his former mentor.
He the one told Frank that I was running at 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. You know, I don't really think too much of it. He's not going to hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to be with him than be cool with him because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situations.
Calvin Ford, Gervonta Davis' longtime trainer, criticized Mayweather's controlling approach in the dispute. Ford believed Mayweather should have supported Davis' desire for independence and been proud of his accomplishments. Instead, the controlling dynamic caused unnecessary tension and ultimately fractured their relationship.
The thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we seeing what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to be building itself, you know. But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said this is the true colors of a person that's coming out, man. They can't stand it, you know. Calm is I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows. He knows.
It's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just going to say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go.
Since parting ways with Mayweather Promotions, Gervonta Davis has achieved remarkable success, earning widespread admiration for his in-ring skills and accomplishments. His decision to take control of his own career has proven beneficial, allowing him to secure major fights and establish himself as one of boxing's brightest stars. No longer overshadowed by Floyd Mayweather, Davis has built his own legacy, demonstrating that his talent stands on its own. Fans now recognize him for his knockout power, speed, and resilience, rather than merely as a product of Mayweather Promotions. His success post-Mayweather has solidified his place in boxing history, showing that breaking away from his former mentor, was the right move for both his career and personal growth.